We are here with Farmer Steve at Cedar Meadow Farm. How's it going?
Doing good.
Good. Hemp and ag. Let's take a look, looking back over the past several years and looking forward. What lessons have you learned? And what are you planning as you grow this year?
Well, first thing that comes to mind of that is everything I heard about hemp was wrong. So that's a little bit of exaggeration, but there really wasn't any information on commercial scale, field scale of how to grow hemp. I literally bought 5 books right when I knew it was going to be legal, and by the time I was gotten through like the 3rd book, I was like, I don't need to know how to set up lights in a closet. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of took my agriculture experience, especially at an advantage because I'm a vegetable farmer. And one of the best pieces of advice I did hear was that hemp is very similar to tomatoes. And I'm a 3rd generation tomato farmer. I did find that to be right on, accurate. So having that knowledge, the first year we grew it was very successful. Now this year, I am right now really focusing on the genetics. I want to have my own variety, the best variety that performs on my farm for our objectives of having a good quality, broad cannabinoid profile. So that's really what I'm looking for. We're testing some new genetics this year, and as we continue to learn and define what works well on this farm, the whole single farm sourced, the whole brand that we have, we want to be consistent in the quality of our oil, so that as it's extracted and put into products, it's going to be consistent. So we have a high value to that. So that's really the primary objective for this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what would you say to a new farmer who is interested in getting into hemp for the first time this year?
Well, my first question back would be, do you have a market? Are you growing for the biomass and just selling it to someone who will take it from there? Or are you taking it the whole way to retail? Do you have a market? That's by far the first question to answer. And then if they do, is that market or that buyer someone you feel you can trust? If it is, what do they want? Maybe they want a specific variety. You got to start asking questions, having a dialogue. You see, the infrastructure of growing hemp has really not been set up yet. We have good infrastructure in vegetables and grains and other things in agriculture. So it's just kind of ebb and flow, and you have to have clear communication. You just can't grow hemp and then in the fall start calling or contacting people and say, hey, you want to buy my biomass? Because you probably won't be able to sell it. So that's the key. Do you have a market? What does that market want? And are you willing to put the effort into it, to educate yourself, to be able to grow it? And I will say, as a farmer, it's not that hard to grow, but the marketing part is much more difficult. So that's where I would really strongly suggest it. Do your homework and learn as much as you can. Do you talk to other farmers who've grown it? Learn what you can, because there's a lot of nuances to it, especially in the marketing side of it. It's not for the faint of heart. Trust me, we know, right?
That's right. That's right.
So yeah, do you have a market? That's really the biggest question to ask.
Okay. Good advice. Thanks, Farmer Steve.
Are you welcome.
We'll talk to you soon.